Hello, my loves, and welcome back to another reading. Tonight, or I suppose when I post these, it's actually the middle of the day for me. But when I record them, it's always at nighttime. But we're going to get started with our first reading of the week. And I'm just pulling from the... What are these ones? Okay. I'm pulling from the Beltane deck. From the Seasons of the Witch series of decks, and I will also be pulling from the Samhain deck. Oh my goodness! Okay, I won't say the word, so look at your screen. Okay, I'm looking at this card, and it is absolutely delicious. Okay. Oh, okay. This week, 11/11. As I look at the clock. This week is something. There's something here. Oh. We are grabbing into pleasure and joy. And this doesn't have to be with anybody else other than ourselves. We can make love to ourselves, right? What I am seeing in this card is the self-understanding of knowing exactly what it is that you love, that brings you joy and pleasure and delight in this world, in the senses. Very Taurian energy, which is perfect because we are still in Taurus season. Hello, fellow Taurus here. 11:12 on the clock. If you haven't met me before, hi, I'm Mia, and I have readings open up on my website, which you can see up above, but you can also click on the link down below. It is knowing, especially with the B right here, what I am seeing is it is knowing that yes, I can provide myself with all of the pleasure and delight and wonder and joy in the world because I know exactly what I like. However, bees live in community, right? It is finding joy and pleasure and delight, and not necessarily of the sexy kind, although this one definitely, oh my goodness, I'm getting like, oh. Breathe deep. Breathe deep into your belly. Really allow this pleasure to radiate throughout the entirety of your body, to allow this wonderful thing you get to experience as a living, breathing human being, embodied in literally this body that is limited in its way of being able to connect spiritually, in spirit, but is such a joy to live within, a physical joy when we seek it, okay? But the bee, back to the bee, not all bees, but I'm seeing honeybee here, even though I don't think this one's a honeybee. I think this guy is a little bumblebee. Is the message changing here then? I mean, the bumblebee just goes from flower to flower, being loud and fuzzy and adorable as it flies from flower to flower. Don't retract from the joy you find in your life, in the pleasure that you can find. You know, don't let it be a quiet thing. Let your voice ring out every once in a while. Again, whether it is exactly what this card says or it is just physical pleasure in this life. I'm seeing so much, like, this looks like honey to me, these yellow spots. It is, and flower petals too. Open the gates to your renewal. Yeah, There's, I'm hearing dance. Flight of the Bumblebee, honeybees dancing to communicate with each other. Get into your body. Like, just be very physically present within yourself and enjoy it. Holy cow. Before I hit record, I was not yawning at all like this. So breathing is very important right now. We also have Pegasus. Break free, dear one. Spread wide and far, for you aren't containable. You are limitless. Yeah, I'm in pleasure, in joy, in delight. We can become free from all of the shackles of this world. We can take flight. You know, I'm hearing that, this in French has been called la petite mort, the little death. Something that is liminal and allows us to straddle what physicality is, but also what I'm hearing heaven is, what spirit is. And I love this too because we have such a bright, warm, sunlit image here with this dark nighttime, Walpurgisnacht, Beltane night sort of fairy thing going on here, straddling the worlds here. Very Persephone energy. Persephone coming back after her stay in the underworld for the winter. What nutrients are you bringing back from the winter in order to fertilize the crops you are going to grow in the summer, to make those blooms as gorgeous as possible? Okay, let's dig into the Samhain deck. I didn't expect that to take so long. I'm also hearing, though, let the pleasure take as long as it needs. We got 2 from the Samhain deck as well. So, rooted, may you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged with the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. And then we have seduction. How fascinating. Hear the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon heaving chest. Give in to its alluring grip, if you please. If you please. But heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. Yes, not getting lost. In the animal of your body in this pleasure. Allowing yourself to be rooted in that, in this word, this first card here, allowing yourself to be rooted in that, in your body, but allowing it to be this, I'm hearing, allowing pleasure, physical pleasure to be this conduit between spirit and the earthly realm. You being part of the earthly realm, but your soul being part of spirit, right? Your soul being able to transcend a little bit into spirit when you enjoy yourself. And I'm very much seeing this as not only just in terms of like sexual pleasure, but we see seduction here. I'm hearing, and also flirtation with those around you. It doesn't have to go anywhere. It doesn't have to get to, the sexy times, but flirtation in itself, laughing with friends. I'm seeing the 3 of Cups here, having drinks and being joyous within the body. They're also dancing here, right? And allowing that to really root you in to your body, to root you in to that underworld space, right? Again, connecting the pleasure and wonder and magic of that pleasure and wonder and delight and joy allowing that to connect into your body, to allow your body to feel that, so you can root that in to who you are and how you move within this world. Holy, what a message. My goodness. Okay. I find it really fascinating too that we have, this first card here talking about that. And again, this is a very light and bright card, very luscious looking and sweet and divine. And then we have all these dark cards, even within the Beltane deck itself, right? And I'm seeing that as a very much like when we are very rooted here in this dark, dark black earth, this very fertile earth, is when this is, excuse me, able to really bloom in all its glory. All right, I'm going to get some tarot cards from, well, hello, my Mucha deck. And before I do that, I'm actually just going to take a little sip. My throat just went wild as soon as I hit record for this reading. I'm hearing with the breathing. Oh my goodness, yes, how beautiful. Okay. Breathing in and really filling up your lungs and your belly and down to your root chakra, down deep into the very core of you. Allowing that to fuel the voice that needs to come up here. Allowing yourself, 1122 as I say this, allowing yourself to feel, when we breathe like that, we are very connected to our body because we can feel so deeply the muscles that are being stretched, the space that is being made with this essence of spirit I'm hearing, with air, right? Allowing that to get you to be very rooted, excuse me, oh my goodness, in your body. So many body things happening right now, and it's very, very dependent on the breath. But allowing yourself to be so rooted in your body to feel all the sensations everywhere. I'm hearing somatic work, dancing, again, just doing anything you can to be in your body and to feel every part of you, every fiber of you, which allows the return of that air from you up through your voice. Look at how many things that have disrupted me from speaking here. Allowing that breath to come out. Oh my goodness. Holy cow, 1123. Allowing that breath to come out and take that rooted magic, that rooted air that has come in and rooted in you to come out and be magic, to be spirit made manifest in this 3D world. What a stunning message. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, oh yes, and the Two of Cups here. Oh my goodness. So we have this very flirty and pleasure-filled message up here with the base of, what we're supposed to know right now in this message. There is reciprocity rooted in the physical here. This is, again, I'm seeing the reciprocity of the air coming in to be felt in the body, almost as if a physical thing, but that allows you to feel your body, and you then being able to use that to come out of your mouth, come out of your words, come out of the thing that you create with that air. The ideas that you have within you, deeply rooted within you, to come out. And this becomes a reciprocity with you and the people who get to hear what it is that you are putting out into the world. Such an interesting, beautiful way of, we're really grounding this in but we're grounding the air in, we're grounding heaven in, we're grounding spirit in this world right now. I feel like this is a message for the light bringers that have been really coming out in a lot of the messages lately. This is people who are creating, whether they are creating art or they are creating community, they are just creating in some way or another that betters all of us in total, in wholeness. Wholeness comes from being able to know where you have extra that you can give to others, where it is that you have that inspiration that comes in through you that you can provide for others, because you will also be provided for when you are lacking in whatever it is that someone else can provide. The wheel is turning. Doing this work is allowing the wheel collectively of humanity as it is right now to turn. We are making heaven on earth. We are bringing in new earth. We are bringing in and making manifest all of the things that we saw was needed here on earth when we were still part of spirit before deciding to be who we are in this lifetime. I'm seeing the wheel here as very much, especially with the windmill in the background, as very much the process of sowing and growing and then harvesting. Again, very Persephone energy coming in here. What are the nutrients that are being collected from the air that you are breathing in to breathe out and create? What are the nutrients that you are pulling up from the very core, the very root of you to bring out into the world? To get that wind. Oh my goodness, the wind of creation spinning that windmill so that we can, oh my God. I absolutely love this, so that we can get the millstone to turn in order to turn all that wheat into flour or those grains into flour, so that we can easily bake, bread. One of the greatest things, in a big chunk of the world, not all of the world, but a big chunk of the world that has allowed the world to be so abundant in food. When bread is discovered, when bread making is discovered in a society, in a culture, in a group of people, if you look at this in history, it is one of the things that allows for a great population boom. And I'm not seeing this as us doing what we are doing right now in order to make Earth better is going to make a literal population boom. What I see is that the bread that we are feeding to others, oh my God, the bread that we are feeding to others is going to allow us creators, us light bringers, to make more light bringers. So if you haven't been resonating with, shining your light out into the world of providing a little bit of light, providing a little bit of light to others so that they have more fuel in their flames to shine their light, then please be that bread maker. Please be that miller. Be any part of this process that you can be in order to feed the world and allow everyone to, oh my goodness, grow their own harvest, to mill their own wheat and grains, to feed everybody so that everyone is fed. And I'm seeing here the Two of Cups. You see they have their cups in their hands, and it's like they're offering the cups to each other, right? I mean, that's the traditional Rider-Waite, is they're offering their cups to each other. We offer a sip to each other, and we can be able to fill each other's cups. When we each take a sip from each other, it's not, what are the words I'm looking for here, Spirit? When we ensure that our own cup is filled first, okay, I'm seeing that here with this cup down here. When we ensure that our own cup is filled first, when we provide a sip to someone else, that's not going to deplete our cup, because we know how to keep our own cup filled. Again, the community of bees, right? The communal dance that we have together in order to keep each other filled up, in order to keep each other fed. There is a beautiful reciprocal, again, reciprocal. So we have the reciprocal in the physical realm here, you know, coming from spirit. But I do also see this being reflected in actual wealth as well, right? And wealth in every single way, but also wealth as in the money that we use, the gold that we trade with each other for things, but also the skills, the abundance of skills and love and community that we trade with each other, that we provide for each other when we need it, right? Because I know that if I provide of myself without depleting myself, I will also be provided for by others. Oh, this reading was such a delight. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you would like to dive in to your own, your creator's path, your light bringer's path within this energy, please book a reading with me. I would love to dive in and help you, or what's the words I'm looking for here? Now I'm losing words. Allow spirit to help guide you through that process for yourself to get, oh my goodness, to this delicious, delicious energy. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, 2211, as I said bye. Bye.